And we're back, y'all. Thank you for watching today. Go ahead and hit that like button, my people. You know that it helps us out a ton. And of course, it helps you because it helps us keep bringing you these stories every day. Now, y'all, we have a spicy one for you today, y'all. Very, very spicy. I'm just looking on X. I'm trying to find the stories that I think y'all would be interested in. And I guarantee that this one is going to be of interest to you. We have a state senator, y'all, a state senator McClure in Illinois who says that he has evidence that there is voter fraud or likely voter fraud going on in that state, particularly among people who are in the country without permission, migrants, y'all. And he says that the Department of Health and Human Services, DHS, is in on it, y'all. And a recently nominated person to lead up DHS, according to McClure, acknowledged the problem, but has not indicated that this person, will do anything about it, y'all. So I'm going to show y'all the receipts here today. First, what I'm going to do is give a brief introduction by Illinois Insider. First I'm going to give that brief introduction because that's where I found this story from Illinois Insider. Then we'll get right into some remarks not made to Illinois Insider, but on I believe the Senate floor by the senator, y'all. Now, as you see Illinois Insider giving this intro, you're going to see Dulce. That's the person who is nominated. You'll see Dulce to the left, just so you have a sense of who we're talking about here. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it.
Hey everyone, it's Mark Hespen, Illinois Insider. I just left State Senator Steve McClure's office. I sat down with him to get his thoughts on why he voted no on the appointment of Quintero as the head of DHS here in Illinois. He was a vocal opposition to that appointment yesterday on the Senate floor. Of course, the Democrats pushed that appointment through. Here is why Senator McClure voted no on the appointment of Quintero as the head of DHS.
Further discussion, Senator McClure.
To the appointee.
To the appointee.
Thank you. About a year and a half ago, we discovered that DHS was intentionally mailing everyone who was a non-citizen who was applying for benefits pre-filled out voter registration forms to go directly to their local county clerk. And I think, as all of us know, the county clerk can no longer verify citizenship. And this is something that I've talked to DHS about behind the scenes now for over a year and a half. I recently had a discussion with the secretary before the confirmation hearing in the Executive Appointments Committee, and I was assured that the secretary would look into this. This is very concerning, and the only response that I got at the hearing was that, yes, I can confirm that that is taking place.
Now, State Senator McClure says that there are a couple of problems with the way DHS has been going about sending out these pre-filled out voter registration forms to people who, I think they're in the country without permission. People who are definitely not citizens, definitely should not be voting. State Senator McClure says there are a couple of problems with that, y'all. Can you guess what that might be? Can you guess what those might be?
And that's bad for two reasons. It's bad for the immigrant because that is a cardinal sin. If you're applying to be a permanent resident or a citizen, you will never be a citizen. You will never be a permanent resident legally if you cast a vote as if you are already an American citizen. So that's bad for the immigrant, and it's also, of course, bad for the security of our elections. The fact that the secretary insisted, I'm going to look into this, we're going to do, and then all we got was confirmation, which I already got a year and a half ago, that this is still going on. I was also told there'd be follow-ups after this, and this is going to be taken care of. This is a real problem. I mean, this is like really bad. So I think at the very least we should vote no, but there's some real issues here. And while the secretary is a very nice person, that agency is being run terribly right now, and the outstanding issues and legal issues are very concerning. So for those reasons, I do urge a no vote.
Now in Illinois, y'all, the governor appoints the head of DHS. That's your boy. That's old JB. That's old billionaire JB Pritzker, y'all. And I just wanted to give you all a little bit more context, something that may or may not have been on your radar that, JB, he may be depending on waiting for, relying on the votes of people who, I don't know, maybe people who are in the country without permission. One, he's running for re-election himself. And also, he probably is going to run for president in 2028. So take a look at some of the special conditions he set aside for the people who are in the country without permission just a few months ago, y'all.
These set of laws set limits on where exactly federal agents could make immigration arrests. This comes, of course, after the state legislature passed a package of legislation following widespread immigration crackdown across the Chicagoland area. Today, Governor Pritzker did sign that package of legislation, this taking place at the Little Village Community Church. The state of legislation bans immigration arrests at or near courthouses. It also requires colleges, universities, hospitals, and daycares to set up policies for dealing with immigration enforcement, and prohibits these establishments from disclosing the immigration status of students, patients, and children.
Our people have been forced to live in fear. Everyday activities like dropping off the kids at school, going to the park with your family, going to the doctor, showing up at your job has meant risking your safety and your livelihood. Fear and intimidation have been visited upon us by fellow Americans. It's unconstitutional.
So yeah, y'all, special shout out to Illinois Insider. This is just a story that I thought you guys might be interested in. At this point, it seems like people who want election integrity probably fighting an uphill battle. If it goes all the way out to pre-filled out voter registration forms going to people who shouldn't be voting, y'all, and nobody seems to care, y'all. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if anything can be done, y'all. I don't want to give up and say that there's a lost cause, but yeah, you're definitely fighting against some very, very, very strong headwinds out there. So I wanted y'all to let me know, what do you think? State Senator McClure called it out. He spoke about it on the Senate floor. He spoke about it to Illinois insiders, but didn't seem to make any difference. Let me know what y'all think. Drop a comment down below. But before you do, please stop, hit the share button. Share this video out over email, text message, WhatsApp, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, all your favorite social mediums. And of course, if you're not a subscriber, please do subscribe. Thank y'all for watching. Love y'all, and we'll see you back in the next one. You know that we are a paralegal school. If you've been watching our program now, you know that we've been around for 23 years. You know that we help people get going in the paralegal field. You know that we've helped hundreds of people since 2003 start their career in the paralegal field or even move up in their career. Our certificate is good nationwide, and our program comes with an internship placement so that you'll get real experience on your resume. If you're interested, y'all, we are running a discount for all of our YouTube subscribers. Click the first link down in the description. Join us. New year, y'all, new career. Now let's go ahead and get into the story.